Hey, what's up, guys? This is Ninja on the Ninja, and I have a video to basically to I I have something I want to say. Normally, it's a video response or something along those lines, but it's something that I've been wanting to say since I was a child. But there's been nothing really to conflate it with. Um, and the truth is, this is a reality, and most people are tricked by this reality, and that's why I'm calling it out because I hope to make people smarter and more wiser. Because I don't know if you know this, but there's a thing going on where you fake it till you make it, and everyone is pretending to be Mr. Perfect, but in reality, they're a snake in sheep's clothing, basically, right? They're a wolf in sheep's clothing. They're a monster in reality. And this is why the dating world sucks. This is why so many people are dying alone because guys don't want leftovers and girls are walking right into a blender. So, and then they get ruined and devoured because they believe the lies and the bullshit and the manipulation and extortion. And so, that aside, we're talking about acting. And basically, there's a character who this actually, the reason why I brought this up is a character named Lucy Darling, right? And basically, someone left a comment that said, people expect magic, but I think the real magic is her character, charisma, and comedy that is propped up by the slight magic trick. I said, this is the trick they tried to sell you. That isn't a character. That is what she wishes she was like in reality. She is just being herself in truth. What she wishes she could be. The same is true with actors. Basically, like most actors in most movies, like, do you think it's really hard for Tony Stark to pretend to be a rich playboy philanthropist? Do you think that's acting? To be Mr. Mojo, to act like you have it all? You think it's hard to pretend to have it all? You think that's difficult? That's not a hard job. You think it's hard to be Captain Marvelous or to be Iron Man or to be the Hulk or blah blah blah. Like, none of these are really acting skills. Like, I would say the Hulk has the most acting involved, and guess what? It's done by CGI. Oh, shocker! You know what I'm saying? Because you're pretending to be this green big mutant, but in reality you're not. Most of the best people are actually being ignored. In reality, that's the point. The same is true with actors. They think it's so hard or advanced to be a cool kid or to be a hero or something. It's like the most basic job when it comes to acting that can be, and that these people are held up like they're amazing at acting for pretending to be like doctors and shit. It's sad, but they're not acting. They're being a hero, and again, it's just as you wish you were. That's what their acting actually consists of. It's just you doing what you wish you could do in reality, but you can't, so you do it for pretend, and they think that's acting. They think pretending to be the cool kid is acting. No, acting is pretending to be a dog or pretending to be someone who's sick or diseased, or you know what I'm saying, like, that's acting. And then for you to actually believe, like, oh my god, that guy is sick. No, I was just playing with you. Whoa, that's fucking good act. That's acting. But being Captain Marvelous, that's not acting. To be a fucking the Iron Man, that's not acting. To be Lucy Darling, that's not acting. That's just her being how she wishes she was. She missed the mark, basically, because Hollywood has this thing where people pretend it to be an ego, basically, right? And basically, everyone, this is why the fake it till you make it trend is so real. It's because of Hollywood, and everyone's trying to be the manager, but they're the manager because it pays well, not for the responsibility, not for the duty, but because of the power and the wealth that comes with the job. They don't want the work, they want the reward. That's all they want. That's what's fucking up America right now. Jeffrey Epstein is a perfect example. He didn't want these little girls to be with these. He just wanted to fuck little girls, to fuck little kids, to take their innocence, to ruin these little girls and bring them to reality, bring them to the big kid arena, basically to ruin their innocence. That's what he was. That's what they do. That's what they want. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I want a virgin. Is because I want something left. Basically, I don't want some girl that has had a relationship and she's already been with fucking like 30 guys and she's like a dead fucking wannabe. No, I want someone who's like clingy, someone who's attached. That I want. That's good to me. But I don't want her pretending to be. That's why in relationships, that's why, oh, she gained 30 pounds in the first week, or he gained 30 pounds in the first week. Because it's fake it till you make it. Now that I'm married, now that I'm married, now I don't have to pretend to be this fucking thing that I don't want. And then this person, that's why the world fucking sucks. Because everyone's pretending to be everything. Like for me, for example, most people don't realize I'm real. I'm authentic, right? Tomorrow when I show up, I'm gonna look exactly the same. I'm not gonna not stream that day because I didn't take a shower and because I didn't decide to spend an hour to get ready and prepare myself for the fucking show. I didn't shave for the performance, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going out and just fucking doing it. That's what I do. And that's what I brought when I was a manager at the store, basically. And that's what I had to compete with these kids that wanted the job for the power and the money, but they didn't want the actual. They weren't good managers. They just wanted the money and the power to be able to tell you what to do and to get paid really big bucks for doing it. That's what they thought it was. They didn't realize that you had to do all this other shit too. No, I don't want to do that. Hey, you do that part. That's what people do. I know personally. I've known managers that will they will hand off a task to a worker that is a complicated task. They'll teach this basic worker, and it's like, dude, this guy should be a manager. If he's the one managing this, he should be a manager. He's doing a manager's job, but he's a basic worker, and the reason why is because he's stupid. And that's, I think, what's going on with all of YouTube, TikTok, and all anything that involves an algorithm. If you're captivated by this thing, it's who has the money that decides who wins and who loses. It doesn't matter what you have to say or what you bring. Like I was watching a debate with, let's see, I don't have it open anymore. But anyways, there's debate going on, and one person rose to power authentically, and one rose to power synthetically, basically fake, right? That's why they call it synthetic, because it's a sin. It's fake. And that's why you don't trust false idols, and that's what synthetic medications and food is. It's a fake alternative. That's why it's a hell, and that's why it's a demon. And they suggest don't do it because it's evil, and it's true. It's ruined my life. It killed my mother, right? We used to take this medication, and then they gave us a fake version, and so my mom turned to harder shit because the medication wasn't working anymore as good as it used to. So she turned to harder medication, so she went down a steep slope because it got worse and worse and worse and worse until eventually she died. I nearly died too because of this. You know what I'm saying? Because they decided to change the medication on us. It's kind of like the situation of the border and Mexicans. Like they didn't cross the border crossed them. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, because what's it called? They sold the land. They owned the land, but somebody else owned the land, and like some horrible shit happened back then involved in that, and basically that family got fucked over. Someone said they owned the land just in general. Like I own this vicinity, this area, and this family was a part of this area, and no one cared about that family. But someone said I owned them, and then when they sold that part of the land, that family and that family's grounds was part of that area. So when they came to go and be like, no, I want to put a fucking park here, your house has to go. And they had to go because guess what? I bought the land, so it's rightfully mine. But it was never, what's it called? It was never to be sold in the first place. But guess what? It sucks for you. And that's what happened. So, anyways, that's what acting is. Acting is playing something like you're not. It would be like a doctor pretending to be a lumberjack. Yeah, that's a good example. Like acting would be a doctor pretending to be a lumberjack. That is what acting is. It's not. Um, it's not acting to be a dude who failed law school and now pretends to be a lawyer, right, on stage. Basically, that isn't acting. That is what living your dreams. But you pretend, but for pretend and say it's reality. So that's my point. That's a one, and that's affected to make a generation, and that's basically the whole mess of things. It's we live in a world of people that don't deserve, but they pretend to be, and then on top of that, these little girls are being brought up to go for the guys who pretend the best, because they teach them to look for A and B, and so now guys will pretend to bring A and B, but they're nothing about A and B. And meanwhile, real men are focused on C and D. And then by the time that women realize that C and D is what actually matters, then all of a sudden their A and B doesn't exist anymore. And it's like, okay, so why would I want to be with you if you can't bring me A and B? I'm not going to provide you C and D if you can't provide me A and B. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what it comes down to. Basically, and those are just the first four letters of the alphabet for people that are too stupid to follow even that simple analogy. Anyways, that's it. Be well, be happy, be safe. Take care. God bless. Godspeed. I'm not be well, be happy, be safe. That's just something I had to say. And I wish I had done these a long time ago. I'd be famous right now. So, anyways, peace. Yeah, boy.